what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Reverse 1999 reaction. Today we have Starry Lullaby as requested by Varnault in the last comment section, and I know that this is the boss theme. That's about all I've got going on. Apparently it's pretty unique as a boss theme too, according to Varnault. So I'm like, alright, that gives me the basic amount of intrigue that I get from anything getting requested. It's just like the why should I be interested in this? Ooh, boss theme. So I guess I've got to listen to this now, and without further ado, let's go! Oh, yeah, clearly boss music. Always with their pre-battle atmosphere. I'm starting to, like, put two and two together with that. I really like that subtle, like, distortion noise in there. It's like a synth they took all of the tone out of. I'm not hearing the scale I'd expect from a boss yet, but there's always time in these songs. Oh, oh, see? There comes something. I'm very surprised by how relaxed it is. There might be something related to the character. There's a slight intensity in there, but it's not hyper-aggressive, energetic. But it seems we're getting another phase, maybe. That might change. Oh. Okay, melodic change. The detuning is a nice touch. Still very unconventional. So yeah, I definitely get the whole, this is a unique boss theme. It's more tender than it is oppressive, like a lot of boss themes tend to be. The thing is, weirdly, this isn't surprising, but mostly because I now know what people meant when they said, watch out for oranges, when I was playing through it. So this sort of tender sort of sound doesn't really shock me now. That like broken detuned sort of music box tone in there. Man, That is a unique boss theme for sure. This song is strangely laced with regret, which again isn't something I'm entirely foreign to now that I've played a little bit of the game, but at the same time, it's different from all the other boss themes I've heard from the game. I don't know what the actual goals of really most of the bosses are. I haven't gotten to basically any of them yet, so it's like, okay, cool. There's something new to be found here, you know, something new to explore. And this song has a lot of regret. It has a lot of that, like, feeling of, oh shit, I either did something wrong or I didn't have enough time to do what I wanted. It could be a little bit of both even. But this song does not give me the like, haha, like twirly mustache, cartoony villain bullshit. Not that many of the themes from this game specifically have given me that feeling, but it also has changed my perspective of where these bosses come from. This feels almost like one of those relatable bosses that you kind of hate to see go, you know? Like, I'm not sure what happens at the end of all this, except for knowing about the storm. Probably nothing good, you know? Like, yeah. But at the same time, just the beauty in this song, the fact that it never really went too far. There was that one spot where I thought they were gonna add a little bit more intensity, but they didn't. They backed right the fuck off. And I was like, where is this going now? But it never really went anywhere. It kind of got stuck in time a little bit there, no pun intended. But it's like, what does that mean for this character? This felt like, again, the regret in this song, the fact that this song felt so much like somebody that was just trying to live their life and realized maybe a few things they've done wrong and maybe a little too late, and now they can't really change the decisions they've already made. So there's that whole aspect in there. It's like, oh, what do you do? You know, like, what are you gonna do about this? And the song feels, with the like music box sort of approach to it, the fact that I think it's actually using B-flat Ionian, which is very strange, but also if it's based in Indian music, which makes kind of sense given that there's stuff like, it might have been a sarod or a veena at the end of the song there, especially that like one note in there. I'm not the best with Indian instruments yet, but at the same time, it sounded very much like one of those, just to add a little bit of texture in there. And of course, the character here, it just feels like that would be where we are in the world and where they're from potentially. So it's like, okay, cool. Now we have that for the like musical identity context, but there's still so much that I'm confused about in this song. I think there's a lot to love with this one, and that's great. At the same time, I'm left wondering if I should feel sad over this character or not. Like, if I should feel some sort of an empathetic response to a character that presumably has done something bad enough that you as the main character have to deal with it. And it's like, okay, what do you do with this? You know, I don't know the context of the story here, so I don't know how to feel about that scenario. And the song leaves it just enough on an edge that I can't really tell what emotion I should be feeling. Should I be happy that they're gone and that they're feeling this way isn't my problem? But it's feeling more like I would be resonating with the character here at this point. So that's kind of what gets me on this one. And again, the fact that this is like a B-flat Ionian potential is very weird. Again, that makes a little bit more sense if we're talking about India, but at the same time, it's like, okay, what do we do with this? You know, like this sort of... It's like, that's so beautiful. The rock solid melody that is, it's so, again, it pulls at the heartstrings a little bit. It makes me want to feel for this character, but I don't know what to feel. And that's so strange because this song and where it starts, the fact that it starts on B flat, it makes you kind of immediately start on this sorrowful note, because with what the Ionian does, it kind of makes you like, you never quite end on an Ionian. It always leaves you hanging a little bit. So this sort of a scale is very interesting for this sort of a track, especially if there is that aspect of not really knowing how to feel. The fact that it hangs on this note that never quite feels like it resolves anywhere. You can always go back up to the next note, of course. Just do the full scale. But that's not technically the scale, that just feels better to resolve. That leaves you hanging a little bit. And the fact that there's not many chords that really fit in this is another factor too. There's a couple, of course, but not many of them. So you're like, what do you do with this song? Where does this song get off? You know, it's so hard to place a track that starts on an odd note and ends on an odd note, and it never really feels like it's giving you every single answer. So I think that was definitely intentional and supposed to reflect the character, but also, what is it telling you? Because I don't know what it's telling me. This is one of those songs. That's one of those ones where I'm like, I feel emotional after hearing it. I'm contemplative after hearing it. Even during the song, I was feeling a little bit like, whoa, what am I supposed to be feeling here? The idea of Starry Lullaby as the title helps a little bit with that, because like I'm getting the feeling that like you'd be laying on like grass looking up at the sky, and then they did that in the image. I'm like, damn, you know, like a little bit too close to home on the whole feeling of what you're supposed to be doing. They nailed that. And it's like, again, how am I supposed to respond to this character or the characters as a collective? I'm not sure exactly what the relationship of all the people on screen is. I assume they're all involved. So it's like, which one of them should I be feeling sorry for? I'm assuming the character in the center of that main picture, but I don't know. But that's also the beautiful majesty of music too. You can write anything to be anything and pull any sort of emotion out of the listener you need, as long as you're able to make it work in that way. And pulling something out like this and having just the slightest bit of textures, the littlest, tiniest bit of pressure in the song too. Not a lot, just enough to remind you that this isn't all a sad story. You know, there's still a little bit of that intensity left over, and it doesn't really give you the answer as to why, because it never really dives into it at all. The song largely stays with that emotional swell, and it never gives you a resolution. Even though the song does resolve at the end, it's not a happy one, it's not a sad one. It's like the most gray kind of mid ending that makes you go, damn, I don't like how that made me feel. And it's not like a mid ending is a bad thing. It's definitely mid as like the emotional level. It doesn't let you feel resolution. It doesn't let you feel like you haven't heard enough. It's pretty much the I don't feel very good Mr. Stark of music endings. It just does, whew, you're just gone. You're like, there's nothing else to this. And it really, that disintegrating sort of feeling at the end, especially with that little bit of texture we get, it's just like, that must be the end of them. I have no other reason to assume anything else out of this song. So it's like, I'm assuming that there is that sort of empathetic, sympathetic sort of situation going on here with the character. It doesn't feel like the usual boss theme, and that is a great subversion of the usual thing you get with boss themes. But at the same time, it makes you wonder, why? Because when you're in my situation and you don't even know those answers, you've never experienced the story, songs like this make it vastly more difficult to try and dissect because of that lack of information. Context can do a lot. I don't always need it. For this one, I'm probably going to need it. So like, leave the comments down below of what the hell's going on here. Unless this is some like huge emotional weight bearing moment in the game that I might reach at some point, then maybe don't tell me and just keep it a secret there so I can get to that and have my own response to it when I do get there. But if it's not, and it's just something that you can kind of throw at me like a side story or something, let me know what the story is, because I do want to know if you don't think I'll actually get to it. But I do think that's about all I gotta say on this one. I yapped for quite a while about this song, really not making me feel much of anything, but also a lot of something, which is the most non-answer sort of video I could have given. But sometimes songs just be doing that. So when I have to say a lot to say nothing, that is sometimes the best option. But thank you for watching nonetheless. If you enjoyed this video and you want to request something else, by all means, drop in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you want to watch my current, this month I've been playing through a little bit of Reverse 1999, kind of getting my toes in there and feeling out how the game feels. So far, I haven't had a bad time. The lore is gorgeous. The art style is really nice. Just not entirely sure how it's going to be going forward. I still need to play more of it to really get that feel out. But if you want to watch those will be going on till the end of the month at minimum. And otherwise, if you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!